Okay. Megan, I've been dying to have you on this podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey, thank you, Gina. Thanks for having me.
So, I talk about you all the time. I'm sure you know this, right? Like, because you have an unfreaking believable story. And starting 2 years ago, I can't believe it's been 2 years already. And starting with the Accelerator. So, first and foremost, take us back to before the Accelerator and what was happening and why you said to yourself, maybe courses might be a great thing for me.
Oh yeah. Oh God, I don't want to go back. No, I'm kidding.
Just for a minute, go back.
I I had just my husband or my now husband, we had just lost our house that we had been living in for 10 years. It got sold. I have moved down to a property to care for a little old lady, and we were just all uprooted. I moved into an RV, and then COVID hit. So, like wasn't even bad enough. Then COVID hit, and then how weird that was. And the way it happened for me, I was doing circuits because I'm a farrier. So I was traveling and going and working on different donkeys around the state. And then when COVID hit, it became too risky at the time with the elderly woman that I took care of. Uh, so I stopped traveling. And then I was like, I don't have any money now. And that sucked. And I was like, what am I going to do? And people had been asking me. I had an audience that I've been building for like 8 years. And they were like, well, teach us how to trim our own donkeys. And I was like, I don't know how I do that online, but it was one of those things where it was like, wow, I got so uncomfortable and so hungry that I just decided to try something new. And I saw you, I'd heard you a couple of years before on Amy Porterfield's podcast, and then I saw you were running this accelerator, and I thought, well, I should check it out. And then I didn't have any internet down here, so
I
I
remember.
had to go to a certain part of the property to call you on the phone.
Yes, I remember you
Yes.
would keep moving around, right?
Uh-huh.
To make sure you could call in for the live calls.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then just that original call that I had with you, like had to park my truck out on one part of the property. It was actually raining that day. And I was just like, "Oh, this might be my only chance, like to change my life." So
And I remember you saying, "Is this really Gina?" Right?
yes,
Or
I did.
yes, because you thought, "Oh, I'm going to get on with Gina's team."
I did.
Right?
I
And
thought,
and yes, I do all my phone calls. That might change eventually, but I still do that because I want to
yeah,
connect with everyone who's joining. Actually, for
yeah.
that
Is this
class, I connected with everyone. So,
yeah.
because it was the first class.
It
And
was your
and
first class.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then you went for it,
Yeah.
and you were a great student. I have to
Thank
commend you.
you.
And then I remember you had everything in place almost, and I messaged you, if you remember this, and I said,
Yeah.
what's happening, when
Yeah.
when are you launching?
Yeah.
And you go, tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
You're like,
Well,
yeah, go ahead, what happened?
no, I mean, I was scared. I
Yes.
really was. You prepared us really well, but there was still just this, like, it's super scary when you're throwing yourself out there like that. And then what if no one likes it, or whatever, and so and then you're like, so when you're launching, and I kind of was, that's when I was like, oh yeah, tomorrow. And I ended
And
up
you
launching.
did.
Yeah, I ended up launching it on my birthday. So that was July 10th. So the course is just barely 2 years old. And yeah.
And then, okay, then what happened? So I know you were afraid, like, is it good enough? Is it, what are
Yeah.
people going to think? What happened when you launched the course for the first time?
It sold out overnight. uh
Overnight, guys.
I
Oh, that's
put
what
it,
happens when you have a audience demanding your
yeah,
expertise. Okay, go ahead, Megan.
they and I had to cap it. And more people wanted in, and then I was really terrified because I had all my materials put together, but I opted to do what you did, and I did a 6-week live course. So I presented the material live. which is actually for me, I still do a lot of that. People watch my self-study stuff, but I still do like live coaching. It's very, it just really works for me and my personality. And so that was the first course. And then I packaged that up after I did that live with my founding members, and I started selling the pre-recorded versions of
Yes.
it. And
Yes. Love that. And you built on that first course and
I
then
did. Yeah.
continue to build momentum. Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
great.
and then you continue to live launch it right now, right?
Well,
Is that right?
no, for the last like year and a half, I had been just selling the replays
Oh,
as a
great. Even
self
better,
study.
Megan. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's what I did. And then I was slowly raising the price on it. And then I'd offer some individual coaching here and there. But just recently, which I actually am modeling after you again, and I have the
Yes.
6-week accelerator donkey hoof trimming course. I actually,
Amazing. Model away, lady.
yeah, no, it's great. And I actually finished so then it's like I almost had a new set of founding members, and we actually had
Mm,
our last class today, a few
perfect.
hours before this call. um and I just oh, I should have brought that to show you too. um I have a few new things that I've added to the course, and just kind of revamped it and made it's even better now. It was kind of like the 2-year rebirth of it. It was the
Love it.
course's birthday, and kind of revamped it, and it's really fun.
Well,
And the
what I love
students are
about
getting,
this, yeah, I'm
uh,
sorry, Megan. I didn't mean to. You go with the students.
I just said they're getting amazing results too. So that's great. I'm
I
happy.
see that, and I love. Okay, so many things to unpack here. I'm so excited to see you today. First of all, love how you post how your students are so excited about the impact about trimming their donkey hooves. Like I was
Yeah,
like swiping today and seeing all the great pictures and
yeah,
videos that your students share of you, and it's not even you bragging. It's you. So I could feel the pride that like just
yeah,
just shines and emanates from you right now, and from like if you're listening right now, she is smiling from ear to ear because what your students, and I know it's about the results for you, and I know
yeah,
how passionate you are about donkeys, and like you're on a mission to
yeah,
just love them,
yeah,
and people love horses. So that's number one. Number two, I remember when your course came out and you wanted to do illustrations. You had like some lofty goals, if you remember, right? You're like, I
yes,
want
I
to do
did.
this and that. And then finally I was like, Megan, just get that damn thing out there. And you
Yeah,
did. And
yes,
now you have the opportunity to make it even better, right?
yes, yeah.
Yes.
Well, and then what happened too with those illustrations is, wildly enough, one of m- one of who ended up being my student, she was an illustrator for a science part of a university in Texas. Like, she drew things for people, like cadavers of little animals and all kinds of
Oh,
intricate
wow.
parts. So
Yeah.
she actually ended up making the illustrations for me, and I did like a trade with her. It was way
Amazing.
cool.
So
Yeah.
that worked out too. And
Yeah.
I just love that you didn't delay for that, right?
Yeah.
You
No.
said, okay, there's really, because we knew there was great content there. We knew
Yeah.
you knew what we were talking about, right? So
Right.
that 2.0, 3.0. So
Yeah.
I love that that worked out. And the other piece that I'm seeing in you is your confidence really growing.
Yeah.
And do you feel that every time that you put the course out, or are you like, I've got this now? Like, how do you feel right now after 2 years of this?
No, I definitely feel more confident for sure, but there's still always like a little part of me but that gets maybe a little worried, but I just do it. And I think that's mostly because you just want to make sure that your students are getting what they need, and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But no, yeah, I'm way more confident about it. And I have a lot of students now that have really great results. So, I can show that to people. In the beginning, I'm like, well, come on, everybody, let's see if this is going to work. you
Yeah.
know, and, but
And
then it did work.
it
So,
did work. And you
yeah,
have the social proof is so
yeah,
powerful. And it's a great reminder. And it's a visual social proof, so it's
Yeah.
even that much more powerful, right? Like weight loss or something. So love that. And then also hearing the stories. So like every couple of months you're pinging me, you're saying, "Hey Gina, so this person's interested or this person reached out to me." Like talk about some of the opportunities that have popped up for you because you got into online courses.
Yeah, it's been wild. So there's three right off kind of the top of my head. One being Cavallo hoof boots. They're one of the longest running hoof boot companies. It's 20 plus years, I think. Um, and they've been creating hoof boots for horses all this time. And one of the reasons why I serve donkeys is because in my industry, the hoof care farrier industry, they're underserved.
Yeah.
And a lot of farriers don't want to work with them, so owners are stuck needing this care for their donkeys. Well, it translates into other areas of the hoof care world too, as far as shoes that fit them. There's no boots that fit them. Saddles and packs and even halters aren't designed like to fit them. We have more people making those now. So Cavallo Hoof Boot company reached out to me and they said, "Hey, we see like what you're doing. You want to help us design a donkey hoof boot?" And I said, "Yeah, because that'd be great, because hoof boots are really important for keeping them comfortable, or they're a really great form of hoof protection."
I had no idea. So I'm
Yeah.
every day I learn something from you about
Yeah.
donkeys. So okay,
Yeah.
so you're design okay, so you're
Yeah,
collaborating with them on
designed
this
it.
hoof, but oh, and here it is. If you're
There it is.
listening,
Yeah.
head over to YouTube so you can check out the video of Megan holding up. It's the cutest darn thing.
Yeah,
And
it's way cute.
and
And
then this goes on their hoof. Like this
yeah, like a little, just like we call one of my friends was like, "Oh, Nikes for horse
yes.
Nikes." And I was like,
They're
"Yeah."
stinking
And
adorable.
this one's a little dirty, but yeah.
Okay.
And for horses have such different shaped hooves that most of the hoof boots on the market, sometimes you can kind of shim them and make them work, but I was able to work with the company to make it. And these are the first ever donkey specific
Oh my
boots on the
gosh.
market. Yeah. So
Megan.
it's really cool. And they launched this fall. Like, I'm allowed to talk about them right now,
Okay, they're coming
but
soon. Put in your orders
yeah,
now for the
they're,
donkey.
they're launching in this fall. I think October, we're shooting to have them available in the US, and then it'll take us a little bit longer to get them overseas.
Oh my
But
gosh, that is so exciting.
it's way exciting. It's super cool. It's been a lot of fun to do
And
it.
talk about living your mission
Yeah.
and something that they weren't served before,
Yeah.
right? And this is
Yeah.
exactly, you were living into your mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
So powerful. Okay, I don't know how we're gonna top the donkey boots, but
oh, I can. Just kidding. Maybe we'll see.
talk about, I know there's other opportunities.
There is.
You can talk about them. Yeah.
Wildly enough, 3 hours down the road from me, which is kind of close to me when you live in the Redwood Curtain, everything's far away. So 3 hours, that's a hop, skip, and a jump. A donkey sanctuary opened up in a town called Hopland, California. It's Oscar's Place Adoption Center and Sanctuary. And it's donkey specific. Like, I'm telling you, I feel like I dreamed it up, I mean, obviously I didn't, because I didn't have anything to do with it, but the fact that it came so close to me, and I became their lead farrier down there. And my colleague, Karen, who was a former apprentice, they are also one of the farriers on the team. And we're filming a TV show this year. No, I'm serious. It's already been bought. I can't really tell you like what network bought it and everything yet. We're not allowed to spill.
Okay, we won't spill yet.
All that, but
maybe when we find out, we can add
we've
that
already
to this. Okay.
Some of the filming has already been started, and I'm not like a small character, but like I'll just be a little part of it, because the hoof care is just one little part of the full rescue and rehabilitation thing. But I'm really excited about that. And the sanctuary and the team down there they're incredible. Like anybody listening to this, you got to follow Oscar's Place Adoption Center Sanctuary, Hopland, California.
Done. We'll list it in the show notes. Done and
You'll,
done. Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
you'll love what you see down there. And they're also very, this particular sanctuary is super committed to like education and really doing the right thing for these guys. So it's a real pleasure to be part of the team.
That
Like,
is so amazing,
yeah, it's way
Megan.
cool. And then
And
there's one other thing.
oh, whoa, wait, hold
But I
the
don't-
phone. There's
I
one
don't
more.
have the picture.
Oh.
I should have brought one with me. There's a company called Doppelhoof,
Okay.
like doppelganger. And so this is going to be a little gross for a second here, but like if you were to go learn to trim, maybe at a weekend course, learn to trim your horses, they usually have a freezer full of cadaver limbs that,
Okay.
you know, been taken off of an animal, and that's
Sure.
what you're given to trim.
Okay.
So
To practice.
Doppelhoof, right? So Doppelhoof scans cadaver limbs and 3D prints them into replicas that are trimmable.
Wow. Oh,
they-
good. Then you don't have to use cadavers anymore, right?
Exactly. Well,
Like
and for
it. I'm a fan.
right. No, it's way better. It's so not gross.
Way better.
And they didn't have donkey ones. And so I actually sent in one of my donkeys who had passed away. I sent one
Aw.
of his limbs in, and then I sent in a client's limb that I had trimmed for 17 years, Gandalf and Shasta, and they became the donkey Doppelhoofs. Yeah. And
They're the models.
they are,
Oh.
and my course students now get a donkey Doppelhoof kit included, and they can practice trimming them. It's way crazy. It's super cool. I should have grabbed one. I don't know. I'll send you a picture.
Send me a picture.
I will.
So we can post on the show notes. That is so cool. I didn't even know. I didn't know half of this stuff, Megan.
Yeah.
And
I know you're like 15 minutes. I'm like, what?
I know. I was like 15 minutes. I'm like, we're going way over 15 minutes. This is too good. All of this. All of this because you put yourself out there.
Yeah.
With a course.
Right.
I mean,
it's crazy.
And then also you're basically just doing online right now, right? And you're trimming when you want to trim. Like talk about that a little bit too.
So creating this online course has offered me so much freedom that I never I couldn't picture it when we were first getting into this. You know, Gina, you're telling me like, yeah. And I'm thinking, yeah, okay, it'll probably help. It might, you know, give me a little extra money here and there. That'll be nice. But like, I don't have to work if I don't want to. I choose to work down at Oscar's Place. I work for a reduced rate because it is a rescue. I have a few core clients here locally just because I love to do it. But, you know, Farrier work is physically demanding, and I've been doing it for 17 years.
Yeah.
And so most of us, honestly, we end up just breaking down and we can't work anymore. So I'm able to still stay working when I want to. I'm saving my body, and yet I'm still doing what I love and helping all these donkey owners. It's so wild.
It's a wild ride. And I remember you're like, yeah, maybe I'll make a little bit of money.
Yeah, maybe I'll make a little bit.
And I remember telling you like, no. You're destined for big things. I knew you were ready, and your audience was just like waiting for you to bust out. And even when you didn't have that bigger vision, I could have it for you. And I believed in you. And sometimes you just need that, right? So I'm saying like I am so damn proud of you. You're even beyond like all the, because I guess I don't know what the donkey farrier opportunities are, and I feel like you just continue to grow and grow, Megan. It's incredible.
Thank you. And Gina, thank you so much for your support and all that, because it was huge. It kept me going when I was scared. And I think that I try to model after you again in that sense, where I'm always really encouraging my students and reminding them that they can do this. And, it can be scary, but you got to get in there and get your first nip, nip
Yep.
run.
And then build from
So
there.
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so thank you so much. I wouldn't be doing all this if I hadn't have got on that phone call with you, so
It was fate. It
thank
was
you. It
fate. Oh,
was.
you're so welcome. It was fate. And I do want to ask you, what do you think was the hardest part of putting together like that first course?
The hardest part was like I was getting everything ready. I'm going through the accelerator. I'm like, yeah, this is great. I'm gonna make an online course. It's gonna be so awesome. And then I was like, huh, when it came time to like the hardest part, well, probably like what I tell my students, sometimes they're so scared to take that first nip of the
Oh, I'm
hoof, to
sure.
pet the hoof, or they're scared to use the rasp. There's always like some just level of fear there. And that was the hardest part, was kind of hopping over that and going, okay, there it is. And then, you know, that was the hardest part, I'd say. Well, the other hard part is maybe the techie stuff, but you can get people to help you with it, and you can learn how to
Yes.
do it. And hell, I still can't run my Kajabi fully, but it works good enough.
Works
Like
good enough.
I
Works
get the
good enough.
emails out, the videos
You
are
get
up
the emails out, your students love it. And
there.
Megan, don't you think that students forgive a ton of stuff, right? Like wonky tech,
Yes, they
like,
do.
things go awry, things aren't
Yeah,
perfect because of the information you're providing them.
absolutely. And I think also, like, I'm not the only person that struggles with tech. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
hell no.
Tech tech is it, it's just evolving really fast. There's always something new and this and that. And I think that a lot of our students, no matter what industry where you're in, I mean, unless you're a tech industry, they're struggling to some degree too. So yeah, everybody's really gracious and thoughtful. And if something doesn't work out, you can re-record it or you can reschedule it. I mean, there's always ways to fill in gaps and stuff. And
And you figure it
yeah.
out,
Yeah, you
right?
do. You totally
And you
do.
get resourceful. I'm
You
sure you
do.
got resourceful.
Yeah, and then sometimes you get help. Like I have an assistant now in my
Great.
course.
Yes.
And I actually did a trade again for this one. A gal that's been wanting to trim her donkeys was like, "Hey, I can do that stuff." And I said, "Sweet. Here you go. Here's the course. You're going to work for me." And then, so it's been neat.
I love it. I love it. What advice would you give someone? So I always say like, hey, you can build a course out of any niche. Like trimming
Yeah.
donkey hooves, right, is like the
Right.
ultimate niche. Like, what would you say to somebody who has like a big niche like this and they're an expert? Maybe they have a little bit of an audience, but they say, oh, I'm not right for an online course, or I'm afraid to bring it out. I teach in person, or I
Right.
teach one on one. Like, what would you say to someone?
Well, I would say, I think what I would say is like, people need you. Like, so in a way, if for me in particular, like if you have people that need what you have, you almost kind of have a responsibility. I don't, maybe not, but sort of like
Yeah.
to help them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, my life has improved and all this stuff, and it's so fun, but I've helped a lot of donkey owners,
A lot.
a lot of them, and they're so grateful, and their little donkeys are just thriving and benefiting from what they've learned from me. And that really put things into perspective for me too. I'm like, wow, this is so much bigger than me, you
Yes.
know and I really hope that, I'm going to be old and gone someday, and I'm hoping that this idea that donkey owners can learn to trim their hooves, and that donkey farrier is a specialty, will like live on past me. People will carry on with this. I'm hoping that it just changes the whole industry.
It is truly your
Yeah.
legacy. And
Yeah.
I remember when that phone call and you said, Gina, this isn't about me selling courses, it's about me changing mindsets. And this is about a
Yeah.
mission and taking
It
care
is.
of
It is a
donkeys.
mission. Yeah.
And
There's
I was like, oh, well then this has to be done. And you did it. You did
Yeah,
it
I
because you had that
did.
greater mission in mind.
Yeah, it's wild. And I think that anybody can find, you know what it is. It's you're coming from a place of service. You
Yes.
know, you're you're serving others. And that's important. There's always like room for that in any industry or niche. You know, like people need you, so you gotta
Yeah.
get out there and do
Megan says, get out there. Well, this
it.
has been, I'm so glad we got to sit down, Megan, because I know you're
Me
busy
too.
doing your boots, you're busy doing your models, your doppelhooks,
Doppelhoof. Yeah.
doppelhooks.
I'll send you the website for that and
Send me
stuff.
the, okay, so send me the website so I can put in the show notes, and then give me your website so people can learn more about what you do, like amongst
Okay.
other things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Where
now?
should,
Oh,
yeah, right now. Hit
it's
me.
a little, it needs to be updated, but it's
Does
holistic.
it though? Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead. And I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, it's fine. Holistichooves.com.
So
HOLISTIC. Yeah.
hooves.com. And
Yeah.
it's the same what like I remember you saying like I got you updated the website when we got together and
Mm-hmm.
but it still works. Like
Oh no, it totally works.
does the
Yeah.
customer care? Does the student
Yeah.
care?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
My main hub currently is my Facebook group, which is donkey hoof trimming for donkey owners.
Okay.
That is, so if
Perfect.
anybody's looking for it on Facebook. But yeah, no, my website's gonna get a facelift soon because well yeah, I'm getting ready to actually change the name of a few things and like upgrade
Ooh.
and yeah.
Nothing
The
but
donkey
big
fair.
things.
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Oh, I was gonna say I think we're gonna be calling it the Donkey Ferry. Sorry, the Donkey Farrier Academy, and then have free. There's gonna be there's gonna be some free resources. I mean, I have free resources now, but we're gonna have it all accessible on the website, and then you'll have the option to join my my 6-week accelerator.
Accelerator. Okay,
Trimming.
I love it.
Yeah. So
Big
yeah, it'll
things.
be
That's
fun.
amazing, Megan. Ah,
Yeah.
so
Thank
excited
you.
for you. You have to keep me updated, keep us
I will.
updated, and
Thank
listeners.
you, Gina.
And thanks again for coming by.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.